Hey guys, what's up? We're doing the SNN podcast here about the Last of Us TV show, talking about the HBO adaptation.
Yep. Newest episode. You
Newest
could say
episode.
that.
This is our third episode, and we'll be discussing the fifth episode of the show.
And who are you?
I'm Keegan Cunningham.
I am Bells.
I am Emery.
Oh yeah, special guest Emery.
Yeah,
Hey.
Yeah, welcome. You made it to the
we
big
would
leagues.
use the applause button, but it's deafening.
Oh God.
Yeah, we're not going to subject you guys to that.
All right, so just, as if it is not, basically in the title, there will be spoilers for the
Oh,
fifth
yes.
episode of The
Spoiler
Last of Us.
warning.
Big spoilers.
Yes.
No, but it was such a good episode.
Okay, so let's just start. Did you guys like it? Because for some reason online, I've seen a lot of people being like, "Oh, this is the worst one so far."
What?
What?
Yeah.
That's no.
That's blasphemy, bro.
I know, right?
It was
Can't be.
fantastic.
I
It was
thought it
a
was pretty
very
weird.
great episode. I don't,
Yeah.
cause what the thing is about the episode is that it was able to capture what happened in the game and make it a lot more dark
Yeah.
than it was in the actual game, and it was just it's crazy. It's mind blowing how the writers were just able to do that.
Yeah, in the game, wasn't it just like an obstacle and you just like got past it and like.
The game, yeah, in the game, it wasn't really like the show.
Mhm.
It was kind of like a minor sort of thing.
Yeah, I've heard it was like tiny. In the
Yeah, it wasn't like a big deal how it was in the show.
Yeah.
That's what the difference between the game and the show was, that in the game there are some things that are minor.
That are made bigger, like the Bill
Yeah.
and Frank stuff.
Yeah, Bill and Frank, like we don't know who Frank is in the game. We just see that,
Dead.
he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we know who Bill is, and then it's just like,
Yeah.
in the
no.
game they actually, or in the show they portrayed those
The
two together.
human aspect.
Yeah.
Dude.
Although in the newest episode, it was pretty similar to the game. The biggest differences being the giant horde scene at the end. Which
Yeah.
was
that was
amazing.
so good.
And
Dude, those are all live actors. There was no CGI in
yeah,
that. Yeah.
even the bloater.
Even the bloater.
Yeah, the bloater.
Wow.
That was all FX.
Huh.
Bro was big and they made him bigger. It was so good.
And from what I heard is that the actors who did the clickers in the game did it in the show.
Like the
Yeah,
motion
we're-
capture.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Like huge fans of the game.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's-
No, they were explaining, especially in the director's cut of this one, or I keep saying director's cut. The thing at the end where the people talk, where they were just like, yeah, we did like a workshop where it was like get all the actors
Yeah.
to just learn how to act like the infected would, like the running and the like catapulting the child infected.
Yeah.
Oh Jesus.
Oh my god!
It's terrible.
She's an actual contortionist, the actress.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she's
Seemed
a child
like
it. Oh, wow.
contortionist.
Definitely seemed like it.
Yeah, she was terrifying.
Yeah.
And
Never saw a child clicker in the game. Can't
Yeah.
Me
say-
either.
can't
I've
say I
never.
need
There
that.
was never a child clicker in the game.
There
That
aren't
is.
child infected usually portrayed in any infected media. Like in The
Yeah,
Walking
but-
Dead, there are no kids. that are
Actually, no.
infected.
There is. There's
Really?
two.
Oh, I was just gonna say I like that they're highlighting kids. Like
Yeah.
because that's
Because child
such-
infected is creepy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
well,
they
even
do that in a lot of
children
stuff.
living in the apocalypse has got to be so sad. Like Sam, dude.
Lord, it's terrible.
I
All he had was his
in
brother.
tears.
I was
like, oh
Yeah.
my god,
devastated.
And the fact that not only was the actor deaf, but the character deaf, that makes so much of it so cool.
Yeah, I like that change a lot,
Yes,
actually.
dude.
Yeah.
Because that way it's like him and his brother are even closer because they're kind of the only two that can communicate with each
Speak
other.
the language, exactly.
Yeah. What was the other change they made? The horde scene, Sam being deaf, and oh yeah, the whole Kansas City faction.
yeah.
Yeah.
They had like no depth in the game.
Killer
They were just
City.
some ambusher,
Mhm.
ambushing people.
I'm so glad Kathleen dies, though.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
Like, yeah.
I was like,
I was
yes.
so
Oh,
sad
yeah.
when Perry's head gets ripped off, though.
He.
Yeah, that was the same execution the bloater does on Joel in the game.
Yup. It is
Ow!
terrible.
Yeah.
Lovely.
And Ellie in the second one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
great.
is.
Roseanne.
It is.
Good.
Yeah, Kathleen, she got on my nerves. I
Oh my god,
couldn't
her
take her
voice.
anymore.
Kansas
Oh.
City's free. Like, shut up, girl.
I
We do
can't.
not care.
What do you guys think the highlight of the episode was? Like your favorite aspect
Favorite aspect?
or part?
I'd say favorite scene. I mean, favorite scene. I would say aspect would just be the episode. But the favorite scene was when they were in the underground, safe haven thing. Like,
Yeah.
there was
Yeah.
the paintings on the walls, and it was like, the just Sam and Ellie like being kids.
Yeah,
and
I like that scene a lot
that
too.
was so sweet. And
Yeah.
the just like the communication between Henry and Joel then, because Henry's just like, you are so easy to read, and Joel's like, I'm a closed off loner. And then he's like, you're a dad. Like, it was
Practically
just so,
is.
it's such a...
It was
so
such a
good.
wholesome moment, but then they
Yes.
just...
I also
Destroyed it.
loved the end of the episode where like
Yes.
Sam showed Ellie the bite mark, and Ellie cut her hand and put the blood
it was
on
so nasty.
to think that thinking that would work.
Yeah.
Cause I mean, she's got no reason not to.
Yeah.
Not like she went to like school or anything.
Yeah, no.
So like, but in like waking up the next morning and then just having it not work,
It's
and then
so
her screaming for
sad.
Joel to help.
Yeah.
As
Yes.
Henry shooting the gun at
Oh
Joel.
my god.
Jesus.
The way that, I mean, this is just with every episode, but Joel and Ellie's getting closer, like, every episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's so, like, it's so well executed. Because they could do it fast, you know, but then it wouldn't be as meaningful, you know, where it's just
Right.
like, he's like, cool, she's my responsibility. I'm going to be a father figure. Like, no, he's gone through so much. He doesn't want to be a father figure. Ellie's just growing on him, you know? And, dude, when she is just yelling and you could see him, like, tense. Like, he's like,
when
I
he
want to.
when he asked her if she was okay, and his voice was just
Broken.
shaky. He was like, "Oh
Yeah.
my god."
And Henry,
And like he
dude.
just kept going at it, even though the
Yeah.
gun was getting shot at him. He kept trying, just because he couldn't bear
Yes.
the thought of it happening.
Dude, again, yeah. Well, in a different way, too.
Yeah.
Because that's even more devastating.
Yeah.
You know? Like, the fact that, just the lead up to Sam just going ham.
Oh yeah.
It's so sad, but it makes such perfect sense. Like, if they had just done it, like, where she just moves and he's like, psh, like, he can't hear that. So when he sat away, he doesn't know she's even there until she goes and asks, like, hey, bud, like, sorry I wasn't awake during the night. Because she was apologizing. She was on the verge of being like, sorry I didn't stay up. Boom, attack. Like, that's just...
Like, yeah.
Man. Kids.
I feel like between this and the game, like the scene by scene, like of the, like, you know, the Sam turning and Henry shooting
Yeah.
Sam and then himself. Like, I feel like they were both like, not equally, but pretty close to one another in terms of sadness.
Absolutely.
Just because, like, in the game, it was like so unexpected because you didn't know that. They didn't
Yeah,
show
it was so
beforehand.
it was so unexpected.
But yeah, no, my partner was telling me how they didn't show that Sam got bit in the game,
No.
right?
They didn't.
Yeah, you just woke up the next morning.
Yeah, and then he
Ellie
was just
screaming.
infected. Yeah.
And it's from Joel's POV in the game. right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's even sadder.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And oh god, just the fact that Henry shoots himself afterwards. Is
Yes,
just,
dude, you
that's
can just tell he.
like in the way Joel was like just trying to coax him out of doing
Yeah,
it. Like
give me the
he
gun.
tried so
Yeah,
hard.
he did.
Being, it was just so.
Terrible.
It's so sad. It's just every episode. It feels like it's just the reminder to Joel, really, that they're the last of them. They're
Yeah.
the last
Right.
of us. You know, like that's a continuing motif.
I
and
also
it's
like
so sad.
in the director's cut, like when Joel was looking at the grave of Henry and Sam, like he was thinking that would be him and Ellie.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
One day.
Mhm.
And,
God.
like, that terrified him so much, so
It
he was
was
just kind of like
ridiculous.
staring off.
Yeah, dude. That's
I can't
so-
imagine being Joel in that situation,
Oh,
and
God.
then I just like I'm staring at the grave, and I'm just like, is this gonna happen to me and Ellie? Because I don't want
I
a
would just
repeat
start
of what
crying.
happened to my daughter. I don't
Yeah.
want this
Yeah.
to happen.
This isn't really a spoiler, but in the second game, Joel sings a song to Ellie, because like in the first, later on in the show, Ellie would be like, "Oh, you play guitar and sing,"
Yeah.
Oh, he does.
and
Mhm.
and in the second game, he plays a guitar and sings for her, and it's like, if I were ever to lose you, I'd surely lose myself.
Oh,
And just really open it up.
What the?
It's-
That's not really a spoiler. I hope.
That's not really a spoiler. It's just sad.
Yeah.
It really is.
Thanks, Keegan.
very
Yeah.
sad.
I'm just trying to convince myself more.
Oh, of course. No, but
Yeah, but my favorite part of the episode was just like the horde.
yes.
Yeah, that was
Because
mine
in
too.
the game,
Yes.
you never see anything close to that, especially with the bloater.
Yeah.
Like, it was just insane.
The
like,
slow mo
like-
of him just coming out of the ground.
I absolutely loved the way they said it. Like, we wanted to show the people like what humanity lost to. Like they didn't
right.
lose to 3 clickers in a warehouse just chilling out. They lost to that.
They lost to the infected.
Yeah.
Capital T, capital I.
The hordes.
Yeah.
Which you never really get to see in the game, so it was so awesome to see it in the show.
Yeah.
Especially with the bloater and just the bullets bouncing off of him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, you're past
Horrifying.
that, bro. You need
like,
a rocket
you're
launcher.
done.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, you see that thing lumbering towards you? Go faster.
Yeah,
Like,
you gotta go.
press on the gas. Out.
Yeah.
No.
And like you see like this whole armored convoy of armed troops, and you're like, they're screwed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're.
Then the horde just comes up and like, it's just like that. They're gone.
I will say though, the way they switch the perspectives between Ellie and Joel back and forth.
Oh,
with
yeah.
Joel shooting the infected only around her.
Yeah, like frantically like making.
Yeah, like trying to like it's so cool the back because Ellie was. That's a very high-paced thing. Like, they could have just kept that a solid Ellie shot, and it would have been incredibly, like, fast-paced.
But the fact that they were like switching between made it even better.
And it showed the different perspectives of, like, from Ellie, like, right up close being like, dodge the infected, to Joel seeing her from out of there. And
yeah.
Dude, so good.
Yeah, that was so good. Yeah, I was so confused online because a lot of people seem to like not be fond of this episode.
I don't know
Yeah,
why.
I don't
Like,
understand
a complaint
why.
I've heard is like people are annoyed that Kathleen's running like a whole like marauder faction post-apocalyptic that overthrew a rebellion, even though she inherited it from her brother.
She didn't do it. Like,
And it's just I don't know, strange.
it is so. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of people are critics.
The second.
Nice. Alrighty.
And we played the second too.
Mm-hmm. The second, it was.
Blessings.
Yeah, I can't
I'm
wait.
so sorry.
We'll make a 4-hour analysis video. One day.
Lord, I can't wait to see how the second season is gonna portray the second game.
I can.
You're like, I'm sad.
Like, well, it's gonna be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
But the end of this season is gonna be. It's gonna be really good. I'm just
I'm
seeing
so
it now.
excited as someone who hasn't.
That's so awesome. And I can't tell you how much I'm aggravated with my sister for like seeing the first episode and then being like, oh,
Yeah,
I want
you
to
were
compare and
telling me
contrast,
that.
and then watch both of the games.
Right, that's how people did it. Like they watched the show came out, and I was on HBO Max, and I was scrolling through, and I saw I was like, oh, okay, it's out. And then I look at the top, it says it puts The Walking Dead to shame. I'm like, what are you throwing shade for? Like, what are you throwing shade for? The show just came out. Now, I can see if they said, season 7 through 11, it puts it to shame. But the first 6 seasons were good, but that's not what we're talking about. But
People will always. I mean, it's the new big zombie show. Like when The Witcher came out, everyone was like, "Oh, this is gonna be the new Game of Thrones," and immediately started comparing.
Yeah.
But now that Last of Us is coming out,
But I think a lot more video game adaptations for shows are coming out. Like I hear God of War, that's
being made by Amazon Prime. Yeah.
But there's one game that they need to adapt is Red Dead Redemption. That as a show will be really good.
Because that is like on par with Last of Us, right?
Oh yeah,
Like,
for sure.
This might be.
Sure.
I might edit out me saying this, but that's that's the second hardest thing I've cried at in any form of media is the end of the second game because that just hits you so hard.
Dude, there's some media where it just hits. Like,
yeah.
I didn't mention it when we were talking about episode 3. That was the first time I've cried in a movie or show since 2017. Wow. I was, sobbing at just Bill and Frank's ending. Like, I don't know what it was that was just boom, boom, for, my heart just...
Yeah.
Yeah, if we had to suffer through all these bad video game adaptations just for one good season of this television, it was worth it.
Yeah, I'm fine with that, man.
Yeah.
For sure.
People were like, oh, yeah, the Resident Evil movie.
That was terrible.
No.
That was terrible.
Last of Us.
Halo, that was terrible.
Oh, God, I
The Last
heard
of
so
Us.
many bad things about Halo.
I didn't even watch it. I'm just looking at the ratings. I'm like, oh my God, this is terrible. Can't believe that.
Oh, man. I'm so excited for the next episode.
Oh, yeah.
Especially because Tommy.
Yeah, I hope this kind of, raises the standard for video game adaptations going forward, too.
I
Because
think it
this
will.
and Arcane are really the only good ones.
Yes, dude.
And I hear, what is it? It's not Amazon Prime. It's, I think, Netflix is making a BioShock game. And
Oh!
Yeah, not a game. BioShock show. They're adapting it.
BioShock, that was good.
So God of War and BioShock, yeah.
BioShock,
We got that to
was
look
good.
forward to, and hopefully they take some notes from Last of Us.
Yeah,
Hopefully
I
they
hope
do.
so.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, so good. Like, I just every time we do this, it's just us being like, wow.
Yeah.
Dude, this is just like such a little thing, but there's just one detail that I really do enjoy about the ending of of this episode. It's just like it's sweet to me that Henry and Joel gave Ellie and Sam like the actual beds. Like, it's such a little niche thing, but I was just like, that's really sweet. It's very sad, because it's perfectly shown the contrast between like, oh, the cute furnished room to the grappling of Sam trying to infect Ellie, like in the gross room that Henry and Joel were in. It's just a little thing, but I love that.
I know you don't play games or anything, but if you ever get the chance, you should definitely snag the first Last of Us.
For sure.
Because it's a pretty accessible game. You can just slap it on the easiest difficulty and just experience it. Just because the two forms of media just complement each other so well.
That's fair.
It's
definitely
insane.
when it's done, I'm just gonna be like, hey, to my partner, and just be like, can I steal your computer?
Yeah. Yeah, the first game was really good. And one thing, I was really sad when I heard that Tessa's voice actor died.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, she died
no.
like a couple weeks ago.
There's a memorial frame to her in the beginning of the fourth?
I think it was the third or fourth.
Yeah, third or fourth episode.
It was really sad.
Yeah. But, pardon me. No.
Lord.
Stuff like that where it's just like they're bringing it back to life, like the game. Like, obviously the fandom never goes away because that's such a big game and it's such a good game, but just getting all these new people and then being like, we're still gonna pay very like close homage to the original people and like putting that slide there. That was sad, but like it was very sweet. It's bittersweet. Yeah. No. I'm just happy it exists.
Yeah.
Like, and the cool thing was that Perry's voice acted Tommy.
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that.
Yeah.
The guy who got his head ripped off.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah, no, that's so cool. And at the end, when he was talking about it, he's like, yeah, I'm really thankful to be part of this project. And they called me back. I was like, yeah, of course I'll play somebody,
Yeah.
It's fun. No, I will say, they did. They gave Kathleen, like, her reasons and her, like, childhood bedroom, like, that scene.
Jesus Christ.
But I was just like, we do not care. Like,
Yeah.
they're
it's
really
the honest
good at
truth.
making antagonists, though.
Oh, yes, they are.
Dude. Oh, I'm excited for
Yeah, I liked how she kind of knew she was in the wrong, though, but just didn't care.
Too. Yeah, because, what was his name? Michael, I think is the brother's name. She was like, Michael told me to forgive. But where's the justice in that? It's like, okay, just go to therapy and forgive.
Yeah.
God.
Lord.
Dude, therapists would make such bank in the apocalypse.
Oh, yes, they would. They really,
They'd have
really
no office,
would.
to be honest.
They have no office, but...
Yeah.
It's just like there's a bunch of problems, like all this going on. They're just like having a mental breakdown. They're just sitting there like, how does this, apocalypse make you? How does it affect you and your family?
Well,
opposite journalist.
Well, my daughter got bit by a clicker and ate my dog, so I'm not patch right now.
You're like, oh, take some ibuprofen, No, I think we are 20 minutes in.
Yeah, we just hit the 20-minute mark, so...
Of our recording, not of actually editing.
Oh, yeah.
But I think we do have to call it. We gotta get to class.
Yeah.
So, you got some fungus growing out of your ear.
No,
You better drink some orange juice.
Yeah, I did again. I drank I was at somebody else's house, and I was like, do you have orange juice by chance? Drank it as always. But no, we definitely will be back after next Sunday's newest episode.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll still have our special guest here.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Perhaps. You were very cool on the show.
Yeah.
Fist bump, fist bump. Yeah. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Or, no. Thank you
For
so much
listening.
for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Podcast.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
Woo!
Yep.